slacking.
What is slacking?
She's walking behind Luna. Luna's pulling all the load.
Luna.
Wave at Mom, JJ.
That like Luna is pulling more than Luna.
No.
Just like Luna is.
All right, babe, we gotta go get JJ from the birthday party.
What are we taking?
Should we take Ray? I mean, he's getting pretty lonely in the garage. Been a minute. I don't know. Or should we take the G-Wagon? Babe, let's take the G-Wagon.
You want to take the G-Wagon?
Let's take the G-Wagon. Let's take it. Let's do it. We're taking the G-Wagon.
You want to take the G-Wagon to go pick up our son from
Taking the G-Wagon.
Instead of Ray?
Hell, babe, we got dirt roads we got to go through. We got to go down the highway.
Yeah.
We better take the G-Wagon. What if there's a pothole?
Yeah, you better not take your
We don't want to scratch it.
sports car down the dirt road.
Oh, take the G-Wagon. Out for a Sunday stroll. Yes.
And the reason why we named it G-Wagon is for Grant. Grant Wagon. G-Wagon.
I know it's been a minute. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Okay. All right. Let's do this. You want to work? You want to work, huh? You want to work? Come on. You want to go to work? You guys want to go to work? Let's go for a ride. Come on. Come here, Mama. Come on. Come on. Come on, let's go.
We got Luna.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, Mundus is sad. I know, baby.
Be all right.
We'll get you. Hang on.
Come on.
We got a temporary situation here while our permanent stalls are being made.
Well, all right, baby. Get this one on. Let's go get your sister. All right, let's go get moon dust.
Well, these are the more permanent stalls over here.
Oh, baby. Come on. Messing up my road here. All right, let's go.
These girls are sisters. They're coming 4.
Ew.
So 3 years old,
Ew.
coming into 4 years old.
All right, let's get you brushed out, you filthy animals. We gotta get brushes. Okay, we gotta grab brushes, babe.
So we have this temporary situation going on here.
We gotta grab brushes, comb. These babies brushed out. They've been in the stalls. Hey.
Well, the video is only going to get 1 horse for now. Basically, right before you put all the stuff on the horses, whether it be a quarter horse and you're saddling them up, or you're putting the harnesses on these horses, you gotta brush them. Why is that, babe?
Want the poops, when they sweat with the harnesses on, they get sores and stuff underneath the harnesses, so They've been laying in their pens and laying down in the poop and dirt and hay. So we make sure there's nothing pokey in there. Get all the dirt and manure off. With dust. And it makes them look pretty. And you can't be rolling down the road looking ugly. Run the comb through the tails.
So
comb over the manes.
when we first got these girls in March, the previous owner had cut their manes completely short, like an inch.
You gotta look good, baby. You gotta look good.
There's a hairstyle for that.
You gotta look good.
I like the long mane better, so we're gonna let this grow out.
Take a brush, smooth brush. We're gonna knock the dust off all the way down. Come down here, get their butts good. The hocks.
So, how come you're getting close to their backs like that? Don't they say that you're not supposed to get right behind them?
Who's they?
So the rule of thumb.
This is the safest spot in the horses,
Why
right
is that?
here. If this horse kicks me, it doesn't have any power and speed, and I'll just fall over and go backwards. But if I'm back here and it winds up and kicks, it's going to knock me out.
Right.
All right. Okay. Well, you finish this horse. Let me do Luna real quick.
So you always have to, they say you always have to put one hand on them so that they know that you're here. They can feel your heartbeat up to several feet away. So she knows I'm here anyway, but just so that I can do it right. Technically right.
You guys need a bath.
They do need a bath.
Can't be.
Okay.
So
having good ground manners is for them to stay still. And these girls are still only 3 years old, so they're learning. Huh, you're learning, baby. They have pretty good ground manners, don't you think?
Not too bad. Every once in a while they'll move around every once in a while on you. Most horses will. At least most of the horses we have will.
So the shot of this horse out here is a little far. Do you want me to?
Okay, go grab the collars. Man, you look good. Fat. You guys need to work out today. Dang flies.
So inside of this Connex, we have two spots. We have one on the left and one on the right. So everything that fits moon dust is all together because
heck.
Luna is a different
Messy
size.
hair.
She's a little thicker, she's a little taller.
Got bedhead. Let's get that cleaned up. You gotta be looking good. What if we see a handsome stallion while we're out? We might. I'm not really sure.
I was trying to explain why we keep the stuff separate.
Well, this horse is a little bit bigger than the other horse, and so everything's adjusted just a little bit bigger for Luna and Moon Dust. Neck's a little bigger. But their bodies, their torsos. Which one's this one? This one's Luna. Okay, Luna, come here, Mama. All right, we'll put your head in.
Oh, she's over, so we can see her sister.
All right, we'll just slip this collar over the head here. Push, push. Okay, come here.
So these kinds of horses, these draft horses, like to be cross-tied.
Step up. Come on, step up.
That's why they have the two. That's just how they were trained.
Okay. Oh, you gotta look at the camera, huh? Is this your good side? Are you sure? I don't know about that. Come here. Come here. Back it up. Back it up. Okay, collars are on. Collars go on first. Come here. This is why we cross tie. They're used to cross ties, not so much a single tie. Okay.
So we got moon dust. Now it's Luna's turn.
And come do Luna here. Easy, mama. Ew. Ew. Okay. Just a little inexperience there, her taking a step like that, but she'll get better with time. Yeah, we do the Hanes first. Hanes goes around the collar. My wife has a hard time doing these because they got to be pretty snug. Breast collar. Slide this down in the back. Usually get to the back, pull the britchin down. Gonna straighten everything out. Sure nothing's tangled, twisted. We're gonna put the crooper in, tail up. Crooper goes underneath the tail. Get it strapped down there. Ew. Easy. Pull the center out.
When was the last time you hitched them up?
Oh, last time we drove these girls was, I think it was last Saturday, so they've been off about 8 days now. But yeah, they're due for some work. We've been busy doing other projects, working on a house we're flipping and trying to get that thing done and up for Oh. Go ahead and hook my chain. Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay. Walk. Okay. Walk. Walk. Definitely press.
So tell me, why do you just walk them at first and not just take off with them?
Well, you got to get them into work mode. You got to go. All we did was hitch them up. We harnessed them and hitched them up. They weren't connected to us in their brains. So we got to settle them down and wind them up. But if we just let them go and take off, then we can have a blowout, and the horses can take off. We can have a runaway down in the ditch through the fence and hurt the horses, hurt ourselves. But you can see the difference in the horses now versus when we first pulled out of the house in the driveway. Now their heads have come down, they're walking calmly, they're even. We're not prancing. My lines are much looser than they were when we pull out of the driveway. Because now they're in work mode. Now that they're in work mode, we can start speeding them up. We do like to trot. Usually we let them walk and calm down when we first leave the house. Once we get up to the stop sign up here in the center of town, we'll trot them out on the highway. We got a 55 mile an hour highway. We're gonna go down and to get JJ.
So typically, how long does it take us, would you say, to get them hitched up, ready from scratch, from grabbing them and everything?
Till the time that we're ready to actually do some work with them, it's about 45 minutes to an hour. It just depends. Some days are faster. Some days the horses are a little anxious and nervous, and these guys usually like to work, so they're usually pretty good. But anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. I'm gonna speed them up to a trot here, make them do a little bit of work. Okay, let's go.
So clicking at them like you just did makes them trot. When you kiss at them, it makes them go faster, but clicking makes them start trotting.
Yeah, either a click or a kiss. It'll put them into a trot. You do it again, once they're into that trot, it'll be a faster trot. If you do it again, you'll end up into a lope or gallop, depending on how the horse is and how the horse likes to work. Come on, we like a little bit faster trot than that. They're kind of filling me out to see how fast I want them to go right now, so they're not sure. They have a traveling speed, and then they have like a little fancy trot like this. But we follow all the traffic rules when we're in town. We do have a slow moving vehicle sign on the back of the wagon. That gives us makes this legal to be on the road, traveling slowly. Oh, we'll stop them right here at the four-way stop on the hill. Let them hold the load. I'm not using, I have a brake on the wagon, but I'm not using them, kind of making them hold the load there. Okay, we'll make them start. It's a little bit hard there to get them going there. Luna pulled real good. And Luna's kind of slack behind, but of course.
So you just follow the four-way stop signs, just like a normal vehicle, right?
Yeah, we just follow along just like we're a normal car. We got some retard blasting his music behind us. But we'll see. The horses usually do pretty good around sounds and music and stuff. So that kid's clearly
a teenager.
Idiot.
When you guys see horses on the road, you guys have to treat them like, how would you say?
Well, you just not.
It's an animal, so you have to be careful with them. You have to slow down.
Yeah, they can react. If they have a reaction to that, it puts the horses in danger, it puts the passengers in danger. These dogs right here.
The horses need to understand that even though there's dogs barking at them, cars passing them, there could be fire trucks, there could be horns honking. They need to have their head in the right mode. And that is going forward and listening.
And horses are a prey animal, so their instinct is to run away. So anything they think is scary or to put them in danger, they want to run away.
And they didn't spook at that.
And it's against their nature to hold still and be calm. Mm-hmm. And that's what training and experience does. And so that's why you have to be careful with your animals and strange noises and
so that's why
kids blaring their music and screaming past us in their little
So that's why you said their head space needs to be correct. Not necessarily physically, but their mind needs to be on the right mode.
America. We're gonna go over a bridge right here. It's a little bit different sound. It's a concrete bridge from this asphalt. Horses can tell the difference. They've been over it many times. They usually don't have an issue. The first couple times they thought it was kind of funny. They didn't really know what was going on there when they first heard this bridge. You can hear that echo underneath. There's a lot of things going on here when we go through town. There's other horses, animals, people, dogs, goats, sprinklers. We got sprinklers over there spraying and doing weird stuff. And got a whole bunch of horses right here. And they'll be excited to see them, but these guys usually do pretty well.
They do well not to pay attention to them and try to get too excited. They're in working mode, so we need to keep their head in working mode.
But yeah, that's a scary sound right there for that sprinkler drain's broken and spraying out.
But they're calm.
We got a horse talking right here.
Hello.
Buddy. We're going to speed them up. We'll get past these things and then we'll speed these guys up. We got another dog out there running after the horses. Just things to be aware of.
They need to know.
Things to be aware of when we're out here driving.
Guys.
But I don't like to speed them up when we see things like this because I don't want them to think that it's something scary we need to run away from. So I usually just let them walk by anything that's scary and something they could think is scary. Once we get past everything, we'll speed them up outside of town when there's less distractions, and I just don't want them to get in a habit of thinking that they need to run away from little dogs, little ankle biters like that.
And we've had a lot of people stop us. This is not a normal thing you see around these parts. When we went to Kentucky, there's a lot of Amish that have their wagons. There's a lot of people that have horses like this. But here in Utah, especially in this small town where we live, there aren't many draft horses, and especially one that are pulling the wagon like this. So we have a lot of people stop us. We have a lot of people taking our picture and our video, and that's what we want to make sure that they behave and they look good. And if, for example, there's a little kid that wants to pet them, you have to make sure that their mind is in the right place so they don't react. You know, there's a little kid running, there's noise, it's different, it's scary, I'm gonna run right into them. You know, they have to be well behaved, and this is what practicing does, right?
Yeah, this is good for them. It gives them work. They need the work. They need the cardio. It's good for their bodies. It's good for their minds. It's good for the experience.
Keeps them in shape.
We've also got to do an event in a couple of days. The town's doing a town celebration, and they do a barbecue, and down at one of the like old there's a little settler museum where they have a bunch of old farm equipment, old original homestead cabins and stuff, and they usually do a barbecue every year down there, and they do some singing and get together with the town people, and we gotta come on. We're gonna do an event down there in a couple of days.
They asked us to give wagon rides.
We're gonna do wagon rides.
So we're gonna give these free wagon rides this year.
We slowed down there a little bit for that ram. That's one of the things they have reacted to is a lot of guys running around with straight pipes on those ram trucks, and then
Around here.
that really low frequency that the exhaust puts out, they have reacted to in the past, and that's why I did slow them down right there. So then we'll speed them back up. We got a few more miles to go. We'll probably just sit back, chill out, just let you watch the video. You can fast forward if you want there till we get to where we're going, or you can just listen to the hoofs. It's pretty calming and relaxing to listen to the trots on the pavement, the horseshoes. So. Okay, let's go. We'll speed them up again. They're calmed down enough to where I feel like we're safe to hit my road speed. This is about the speed I like to go down the road. And cover some ground.
And this road is wide enough to where people can pass us, and it's not a big deal. We don't have to scoot over.
Pretty calm today. Usually in the evening we got a pretty good breeze through here, and the bugs, the flies, and the mosquitoes aren't too bad, but they're kind of bad tonight. By no means are we professionals either. So we've been teamsters for about 3 months now, and so we learn every time we go out. We learn something new. We get a little bit better, get a little more experience for us and the horses.
So we actually picked these girls up in Kentucky. We signed up for a Teamster class where we honestly didn't even think we were going to take a team of horses home. We wanted to learn how to harness them, how to hitch them up, because we have 2 Percherons at home, 2 boys that we wanted to start training. But of course, we saw these girls and we fell in love with them. So we ended up bringing them home in this wagon and a couple other pieces of equipment. But these girls basically had already had experience, so they'll help train the boys back at home. And we also have a stud, a stallion, a Percheron stallion that we're going to put in with them to see if they can get pregnant. We'll have little Percheron babies, hopefully. And And horses are usually pregnant for about a whole year. So say they were to get pregnant this month, it won't be until next summer that we'll have babies. So subscribe and follow us for updates on that if it happens, hopefully here within a year.
Come on.
That kiss, that just makes them go faster. They know the sounds. So they say that horses can learn up to 9 words, is that correct?
About 9 voice commands, yes. Not many more than that, but around 9.
So like you've got like the whoa and the G and the ha for right and left, and you've got the back to go backwards and step over and stuff like that.
We're pulling a little bit of a grade here, so they're working a little bit harder now.
Going uphill. Luna is on the right, and she's a little bit taller and lighter on her coat, and Moondus is on the left, and she's a little darker. So we were told in our class that you want to put the little on the left. That's a rule of thumb for showing. That way, if you're taking pictures, you can see one up higher from the left side, so little on the left. And this is just how when we got them, this is how they were trained. These girls are sisters, so they have the same dad, but different moms. And so since they were babies, they were brought up together, they were trained together as a team.
Okay.
So that's what they're used to. You see they're starting to get a little bit sweaty there on the sides. It's not crazy bad. It's just because they haven't been working for about a week.
It's hot today too.
Yeah, it's hot. It's about 95 degrees today. Probably cool down just a little bit now that it's later in the evening, but they're a little bit out of shape, so they're just sweating a little bit. So we live out in the country, and we definitely see a lot of horses. So that horse is getting excited there. Those horses right there just naturally get excited when they see other horses. These girls are very level-headed. They're not paying attention to them. They know they have a job to do, that they know that they have to go. Yeah, this is horse country. You definitely see a lot of quarter horses. Not very many draft horses, so it's kind of nice. class of kids, like 24 kids or so. But with this wagon, you can set the sides down. Like say for example, if it's raining or if it's windy or stuff like that, you can set the sides down and it'll cover that. And the back as well. This zipper side here can go down, and then we've got one on my side as well. Or you can completely take it off. If you take these metal parts off,
Or what?
it can just be completely open.
These hooks or hoops are wood. Made out of wood.
I love the sound of their hooves, especially when they're in sync.
You kind of naturally find the same steps, because then they're always looking to work less, and so the easiest place to pull, they don't get jerked if they're stepping with the other horse. So they tend to always find the steps. We've hitched the giant black spotted percheron with this horse, and he's about, I don't know, 10 inches taller than her and a lot longer, and they still find the same step.
So that was a sight to see.
Oh yeah.
We have this giant percheron. He's 19.3 hands high. So how many inches is that? At his withers?
Well, it's 1 inch.
Every
4
hand
inches
is 4
times
inches.
20, so it's 1 inch minus 79 inches. It's 1 inch minus 80 inches.
So that horse at home, right at his withers, is 79 inches, plus his head. So that guy is massive. I'm 5'5" and I can't even reach his head. My husband's 6'5".
Okay.
And makes him look
Come on.
small.
A little bit lazy tonight. That's okay. It's kind of hot. They've been standing around outside in the heat all day.
People like wave in and say hi.
I don't think we've had these horses down this road before yet, so everything's new to them. Smells are new, the sounds are new.
The smells even, they can smell. Horses have a great sense of smell. So there's a dog right here on the right. And they see him. But they need to understand they're working. This is a job for them. They gotta still keep their head in the right frame of mind, no matter what. That's just part of training. So, see that bird that just flew out of the bushes there? They can't spook at that, because if they do, that could be super dangerous, right?
Okay, come on. There's the wind we talked about earlier.
Yeah. Usually in the afternoons like that, the wind picks up in the evening. Blew my hat right off. Hope we don't get too much feedback from the wind.
Yeah, we're a little new at this self-videoing part of this, so it's been a
learning
ordeal.
curve.
Yeah, major learning curve trying to figure out how to film yourself.
We're definitely not professionals by any means, but we think these horses are pretty cool, and we want people to know. I've I posted a video on my personal
Step up.
social media, and people always ask me questions because I have family and friends from out of town. They truly don't understand what's going on and why, for example, why do you rake the hay? And I go and explain. So I like to show what we do, but also if anybody's interested in learning, just like we did, just a few months ago, like my husband said, we weren't professionals by any means. We didn't grow up like this. We just learned, and if anybody can learn from us as well, we'd be happy to teach. It's definitely fun, and it's just a different lifestyle, you know. Instead of always going fast, we want to take it slow and kind of learn to slow life down, you know, and enjoy the important things in life.
Oh, we got the 5-0. Maybe we'll get pulled over.
For going too slow?
Maybe we'll get pulled over for going 42 or 35 again.
There was that one time.
It's just Cali. We just laugh.
Farm town. We got sheep over there. We got some cows. And that's where we're actually going. We're going to go into that property right there. We're just a couple minutes late. Slower than usual.
Anybody coming?
So usually my job
We are out here on a 55-mile-an-hour highway with the horses. It'll be all right though.
Look at those cows. They're just watching us. Hey, what are you guys doing? Just fine evening.
Just let the horses know I'm gonna turn here. Tighten up the reins, slow them down a little bit.
And what's the command for left?
Just kind of let them go. This is. We would have brought the Corvette out, except I didn't want to bring the Corvette down this bumpy dirt road. So.
Yeah, probably not a good idea.
Come on.
It might take a little longer, but the girls get a good workout.
Oh, you guys see the sheepies? We'll see if these sheep,
Oh,
she
yeah.
might spook out of here. We'll see what these horses do. Easy.
Have they ever seen sheep
Easy.
before?
I don't know if they've ever seen a flock of sheep like that. So, okay.
So Munda kind of looked over there, just kind of wondering what that was. She didn't spook by any means. Too crazy. She kind of just looked at him.
You may not have ever seen sheep like that. It's kind of in a weird spot underneath that tree.
Once again, horses, their instinct, if something's scary, their instinct is to run away. They will just run and run and run, and that's what they do in the wild. But we have to get them trained here. We gotta get them to keep their head on straight, do a good job. Trust us. Trust is a big thing, because if they trust us, they know that we wouldn't put them in danger. And then in return, we can trust them to be good and behave and not act crazy, right? So it took us about, 28 minutes here to get here. How many miles would you say that was?
Probably about 5 miles.
5 miles. We were going terribly slow. it'll be about 30 minutes. This is all new for them. We've never been down here with them.
Okay, come on. Get him up a little bit here. Gotta straight away.
What's cool and funny at the same time is that we've actually picked up the kids from school in this wagon with the horses and dropped them off, and
Well,
it's always funny to see the kids laughing and waving at them and just in awe of these horses the kids getting picked up with these horses.
yeah, we pull into the pickup lane. You got cars in front, and then you're watching all the other soccer moms up there picking up the kids in the minivans, and get the horses and the wagon. Sometimes we end up with a pile of kids in and drop them off on the way home.
It's a funny sight to see, but it's definitely amazing. It's pretty awesome.
Son's friend's house. I think they'll enjoy seeing horses too. There's some old farmers, big time sheep farmers. They do cattle and sheep and horses. Everybody loves to see the horses.
They're just a couple minutes late. But it's alright.
Right. Come on. Temperature makes a big difference with the horses.
Yeah.
If it was 30 degrees cooler, they wouldn't want to slow down at all. But well, they get hot just like we do. They're wearing those collars and harnesses, and the sun's beating down on them.
I'm actually surprised they didn't, well, I wouldn't say surprised, I'm impressed that they didn't get scared of those big black stripe right there next to them. That's good. Things like that, any horse would get spooked with something like that because it's dark, it's scary. A horse's eyesight isn't 100% great like a dog would be or another animal.
Easy.
They can't see very well at night.
Easy. Oh.
And they have a hard time with dark.
Oh.
They have a hard time with dark items. So, like if they see a puddle, they might get scared, or something dark there, they might get scared. All right, let's get JJ.
Why do they have their heads up?
Well, that just means that they were on alert. Like there was something that was scaring them, or that they were paying attention to. Their head will come up and they'll get a little bit nervous, and then their ears will move and point to the direction of the sound.
Just like that, how they move their ears.
Yeah, but they didn't move their head, just their ears, because their ears are it's their sensors. So everywhere their ears are turning, that's what they're paying attention to. So see how they're going back and forth, to daddy, to the front, to the back, to the side. They're checking everything out around them to make sure they're safe and nothing's going to eat them. But then when we're sitting here talking, then they'll listen to daddy talk and see if they need to listen to what I'm saying. So sometimes they're trying to decide if I'm saying something they need to pay attention to. So just say, come on, come on. See their ears listen to me, and then they will go back to the front when they went a little bit faster.
When their ears are back, that means they're listening to us. When their ears are forward, that means they're listening to that direction forward, what's in front.
You see how they're always going back and forth and listening?
That's because we're talking.
We're almost back to town here. We went over to our friend's house. We picked up the family. Had what, 8 people in here in the wagon in the back, maybe?
Yeah.
About 8 people in the back of the wagon. And gave them a ride. Probably went on a 2-mile ride.
We took the JJ.
We got JJ, he's back.
Sorry about that.
Flip the camera so we can see what's back there. Put the front camera on. Get the stop recording. And then you can put the front camera on. Oh, there's my friend again.
The kid.
He's back in that same place he passed us before.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, baby?
How come there's so much space on the road?
Well, there's just lots of room for activities. Makes it safe when you got lots of space. But see how the horses picked up pace though? They know where we're at now.
Yeah. Horses can sense where places are. They have the same. What did you see, baby?
So they know we're getting close to home, and they're getting a little excited that we're getting home. We're gonna hit this bridge again. We'll see how if they pay any attention to the bridge.
Horses have a good sense of smell.
So here goes the bridge right here. The hollow sound right there.
They can smell the same smells. They know where they're at.
I smell the pain.
Yeah, sometimes the shadows look like giant holes, and they think they're gonna fall in these giant holes.
Yeah, but driving around horses, there's a horse etiquette. You want to always drive safe and slow. Unless someone tells you to pass them or something like that, you go slow. And you just be calm around horses, right? You can't do crazy things around the horses or you scare them. So they're pretty much tired now and they're just going slower, and they've got a good headspace and kind of just listening.
Easy, walk.
You got stop sign. You gotta stop just like every other vehicle. And follow the 4-way rules.
Okay. Uh-oh, maybe we got a boyfriend. A girlfriend. Why do they have horseshoes?
Yeah.
Well, the road is slippery, baby, and it's hard. And so if they don't have the horseshoes, then it can wear their feet out and their feet can get sore. And we also put stuff on the bottom of the horseshoes that gives them traction so they don't slip on the pavement. Because without the horseshoes, it can be like ice, and it can be really slippery, and if they slip and fall, then it can hurt. They can get hurt.
So they have like these tiny pokey things that stick into the road when they step?
Well, yeah, we add a really hard thing called drill tech on there. We weld it onto the shoes, and it helps with the traction.
Like on poop and they don't have horseshoes and they flip.
And that's right.
Yeah. You don't whip them, you just, like if this one's being lazy, you just give it a little bump on the butt and she'll go faster.
Were you asking what that is for,
Whip.
that whip? don't hit them hard.
We don't whip them. It's
Tap them if they go slow, but we haven't had to do that to these girls.
a reminder.
Kind of like one time you get on Shadow.
Okay, who? Eat. Whoa. Whoa, girls. Whoa. There you go.
Yep.
Easy. Come on, guys. We made it home. Just got home. The girls had a good workout. We probably burned about 8 or 9 miles maybe over the last 2.5 hours or so, maybe 3. Look how calm they are now. They're just chilling and relaxing. She's slacking.
What is slacking?
She's walking behind Luna. Luna's pulling all the load.
Like Luna.
Wave at mom, JJ.
Dad, like Luna is pulling more than Moon does.
Yeah.
Just like Luna is
Easy. Whoa. Oh. It's okay, we're coming off. Coming off here, guys. Reach over here, we'll get this horse, half this horse. Oh. Okay. Gee. Huh. Oh. Just cross the lines. Oh. Unclip the back strap.
On the tripod so I can help.
Okay, she's off. Back up a little bit. Here. No, do not rub on me. It's backwards. What are we doing there?
You're doing it backwards?
It's inside out. Can't be putting that thing on inside out. Let's see.
I'll do this while I wait on that. So everything that we just did, it's now backwards. Take that out of her tail.
It's a little better. She's gonna step over.
Okay.
Over. Go.
I'm gonna need you to get the hames. That's always hard
No
on
problem.
me. I'm not
can
very
do it.
big.
I can do it.
I'm 5'5", 120 pounds.
I can do it. Can do it. Put your back into it.
Okay.
Where?
So I did everything except this.
Step over.
So
Over.
let's see if she'll
Okay. Ew.
let me kind of work with her here. Oh, I got it. Wow. There we go.
Farm fit.
Yeah, you definitely do have to be fit, it seems like, to do this work.
Okay.
And then
Put this one on.
all of this
Tired, Mama?
just slides down.
Tired. Oh my heck. Good thing you got new shoes. This horseshoe is broken. Let's see.
There we go.
Okay. Get grouper off. Pull britching up. Okay.
I'm trying to find the brush that I like. I actually can't find it.
Over.